What's up, Videolanders?
How we doing?
I'm Seth.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Mark.
And today, we are going to travel through the site.
What the hell, man? Travel?
Yeah.
It's adventure. It's adventures in Videoland. Alright?
I get that.
This isn't, okay, Brad's not here. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not brain surgery, though. It's just like kayaking. You just go in, you get the 20-second pep talk, you're good to go.
Alright, hardass. You take this.
Get the hell out of that
Take
damn
this.
chair.
Take this. I'm a better co-pilot anyway.
Put up with this. I'm a flash mug.
Just
So what are we talking about, big man?
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, today we're going to adventure through the sights and sounds of Dragon Ball Z. Getting ready for... We're getting ready
Resurrection F.
Which is the new Dragon Ball Z movie.
Damn straight.
Yes.
So, getting ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want out of this?
What do I want out of this?
Yeah. What do you want out of Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F? You tell me.
I want cool fighting.
And cool fighting?
Yeah.
Alright, is that all you want?
I mean, I don't want Goku to be the main focus of things.
Well, I mean, I think we all kind of want that, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So those are your top two. Mark, what do you want out of this? What do you
More
think?
action.
More action.
And how about you?
I want a legitimate threat, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Battle of the Gods came out last year. We did this one time, had the special event.
Yeah.
I like Battle of the Gods, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I loved it, actually. Fantastic. But you got Lord Beerus. I just don't feel like he's a legitimate threat.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, I mean, let's set people up for this.
I was about to say, I feel like that we're kind of speaking Greek to some of the Videolanders out there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, they're hearing like 2 words of English. It's almost like a reverse Firefly, where you're getting a bunch of the Mandarin and then you're getting a couple of words.
Yeah.
But it's likable. So.
Good on you, Mark. Good on you. That a boy. All right. So we're gonna get set up for Resurrection F.
But I think we gotta start from the beginning. How did Dragon Ball start?
Hey, let's get there.
Okay.
So
Do you want me to start going?
who created this?
Well,
You tell me.
Akira Toriyama created it, and he started with a manga that was just called Dragon Ball, which followed the stories of a child named Son Goku with a monkey tail and a stick that extends. And him and Bulma are traveling around with trying to find the Dragon Balls, which are 7 magical balls that when you bring them together, you can make a wish. And basically, Dragon Ball ends with Goku fighting a demon king named Piccolo, and he ends up saving the world. And that kind of that started out as that was the manga, and then it went into the anime, which is it went into Dragon Ball Z, which was also another manga and an anime, and it featured the continued adventures of Goku. Do you wanna take it from here?
Yeah, you want to talk? Okay, so we got him prepped through DragonAll.
Yeah, that's Dragon Ball.
We got
Yes.
that taken care of. We got Dragon Ball out of the way. Manga went to series. We got the Dragon Ball Z. We'll just talk a little Dragon Ball Z. Just a little bit.
Give us a brief overview, because I mean the show's 9 seasons long. I mean almost 300 episodes of television.
9 seasons over 7 years.
Yes, it's a long time.
It was a chunk.
In the span of what, 291 episodes?
Yes.
I think it spawned what, two TV specials, 13 movies,
Yes.
and how long has it been since the last movie? 7?
Before Battle
was
of-
it?
It was a long time. I was gonna say
Yeah.
2004-05 was the last one that came out.
Right.
And so I mean a good bit of time, and then out of nowhere Akira Toriyama's like, "Hey, that thing, Dragon Ball, I like that. I think I want to do something with that." And so then he decided to do another movie as opposed to just doing TV specials, which are just 40-minute.
I mean, the thing that also helped us is helped but also hurt us was the raping. That was the live-action film, Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, you think that hurt?
I think that helped us get back on track.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Because many of the movies were written by Toei Animation, and this is the first movie. Battle of Gods was the first one in a long time to be written by Akira Toriyama. So
Yes.
it's like the first one that doesn't have anything that contradicts
other stuff.
the run of the show.
Gotcha. Yeah. And to try to catch you guys up too, because I feel like we are kind of speaking a little bit of Greek, but we're gonna do our best to try to translate it for you. The actual canon of Dragon Ball Z is the manga, and then the actual show, and then the TV specials. The movies actually are not canon. They're kind of, I guess, like Star Wars Legacy now, basically, the extended universe,
yeah,
back
sure.
issues
of
comics.
It's basically been wiped out. And, I mean, with this one, we got a little teaser. You know, we got teased a bit with it, because it was canon.
Yeah.
For, like, almost a year.
Yeah.
Around that.
And, like, the Battle of the Gods seems like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the first one. But now, Akira Toriyama has been working on a new show that'll be, that is called Dragon Ball Super, that will be, a continuation of the canon. But anyway, we kind of got off track a little bit. We got to talk Z.
Gotta talk Z.
What happened in Z? You want to take this, or you want me to?
Take me there, Mark.
You take it, Seth.
You want me to?
You whiz you.
Oh, okay. I can do it. Z continues with the adventures of Goku. He kind of mends things with Piccolo. We meet other characters like Vegeta and such. Vegeta is the main bad guy of the first arc.
Okay, and so we find out basically through Vegeta
Goku's an alien.
That Goku's an alien. We find out really who he is.
Yes, I was going to say we discover that he is a Saiyan, and Saiyans look
Kakarot.
I was going to say Kakarot is Goku's actual name.
It's his actual name.
Yes, and Goku is a Saiyan. That Saiyans are pretty much like Earthlings, except when you have your tail, and you stare at a full moon, you turn into basically a were-ape, and you could kind of thrash around and destroy things. And Saiyans have very high power levels, which I am. Gosh, we're getting real nerdy here for a second. Bear with me. I know this sounds crazy, but Dragon Ball Z goes off the whole like life energy thing and everything. And if you concentrate your energy hard enough, you could blast it out. Saiyans just can generate a lot more life energy, I guess, for lack of a better term, ki or chi, whatever you want to call it, than Earthlings. So anyway, first season we meet Vegeta. He explains everything to Goku. Then Goku gets hurt really bad. A lot of their friends get killed by Vegeta. And so Goku and his buddies have to travel to planet Namek to find more Dragon Balls, because since Piccolo died, the Dragon Balls are gone, they can't use them, so they go to Planet Namek to find more Dragon Balls, and that's where we meet Frieza. Tell me a little bit about Frieza.
Frieza?
Yes.
Is, at this point...
Get us prepped, because we know Resurrection F.
Yes.
Wait.
Frieza's playing a big part here.
Yes.
So, we need to know Frieza.
Okay, well, Frieza is pretty much the ruler of the universe at this point.
Yeah.
And the Saiyans pose a threat to him. If they get too strong, they could overthrow him.
Yeah.
So it is revealed that he blows up Vegeta, Planet Vegeta, and kills the Saiyans, but not all of them.
I was going to say like a whole 6 are still alive or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So he's an intergalactic space, I don't know, ruler, dictator, and everything, and he, I was going to say, he's kind of like this creepy genderless thing. They call him Son. He has the voice of a girl. Extremely high power level. Actually, longest anime fight in history, Goku fighting Frieza. It's like 27 episodes or something like that. Goku eventually becomes a Super Saiyan, which is when Frieza kills his best friend. Goku all of a sudden becomes this just righteous warrior, and then unleashes this whole new power and gets blonde hair and everything, and becomes a Super Saiyan. And him and Frieza continue having this epic duel, and then Frieza is defeated on planet Vegeta. And then, out of nowhere, Frieza comes back as a robot. And it's kind of like an ode to Terminator a little bit, where it's just like, oh man, he's a cyborg now, and then all of a sudden another Super Saiyan shows up and kills Frieza. But we're not really getting into that. But that is how Frieza met his timely demise. That Vegeta's son from the future comes back and just decides to turn Frieza into cold cuss.
Yeah. So Frieza's been out of the picture for a minute.
And then I was gonna say, so, and that's still pretty early on in the series, because you've got things like, you have androids, and then you have Cell, and then you have Majin Buu, and then it just continues going.
Basically, a bunch of other villains that just keep popping up.
Yes, exactly. And then the Dragon Ball is kind of left at a just kind of a, hey, you know what? Everything turned out okay. And then that's basically it. It's happy. Goku and Vegeta's grandkids are just kind of fighting each other, and that's just how it kind of leaves you. So, that's where Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods picks up. There is a 10-year gap between the second to last episode and the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, and that's where this picks up. So, I feel like we've kind of given them a little bit of a
groundwork.
Yeah, a little bit of history. You kind of understand a little bit what a Saiyan is and kind of what the Dragon Balls do, and that's where the name comes from and stuff. What did you guys think of Battle of the Gods?
I thought Battle of the Gods was a really solid film.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting because, I mean, like I said, you know, of course, one of my hopes for the next one is that we have a legitimate threat. We're introduced to a character, Lord Beerus, who's basically a destroyer, has to destroy worlds.
He's God, or he's like a god.
Yeah,
of destruction.
Yeah. Has to be around. You have to have it. You have to have the destroyer of worlds. Wakes up from how long?
70-year nap or something like that.
70-year nap. You know, has to go out.
Apparently was aware of what Frieza was. Like, yeah, Frieza worked under him, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, shows up on the scene.
Hears about this thing. He hears about a legend that is a Super Saiyan god.
Yeah.
From, what was it, the fish?
The Oracle fish?
The Oracle fish, yes. It told Lord Beerus that there was something that was going to come called a Super Saiyan God that would be a rival to the God of Destruction. And so Beerus travels to Earth in hopes of finding a Super Saiyan God. I guess first he goes to... Basically he's just going to try and find Goku because he thinks that yeah. So he goes and finds Goku and just kind of...
And Goku's amped to meet him, too.
Oh, yeah, because Goku loves the challenge. Goku is always the man to try to rise to the occasion that he does so well, if you will. And I feel like Beerus just kind of makes pretty quick work of him. And then he decides, I'm going to go to Earth, and then I'm going to ask Vegeta about it. Vegeta might know, because Vegeta's one of the few Saiyans that is still left. And... chaos kind of ensues. I feel like you need to talk a little bit more. You take it from here, sir.
Yeah, so anyway, Beerus comes to Earth, and they're having a birthday party for Vegeta's wife, Bulma.
Yeah.
And Vegeta knows of Beerus and knows not to make him angry, or he will destroy the Earth.
Yeah, he's a god of destruction.
So essentially we get into a scenario where Vegeta's just trying to make sure that Beerus is happy.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is very odd because Vegeta's like this prime. He's your archetype. He's your like I'm prideful. I don't really care about anything or anyone. But now he's kind of like this sovereign protector of Earth. Maybe like it's been a while. We know this is kind of a whole new Vegeta, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
So Beerus is looking for the Super Saiyan God.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Vegeta.
Yeah.
And Vegeta's wife Bulma becomes very upset at this guy coming and crashing her party.
Yeah.
So she has a few choice words for Beerus, in which Beerus hits her.
Yeah.
Which then sets Vegeta off.
Yeah.
And they duke it out for a while.
In which that was my that was the moment of the movie for me. I'll be honest, because yeah, we've been talking a lot about Goku, but Goku is definitely not my favorite character. I mean,
he doesn't crack my top 3. Probably doesn't crack my top 5.
Yeah, which I was gonna say he is your basic anime archetype with the anime main character. He loves to eat. He loves a challenge. He's pure heart. That's he wears orange and he's got some blonde hair at some point. So yeah, just not that interesting to me. But anyway. Chaos ensues, Beerus just kind of destroys everybody, and then all of a sudden, Goku shows up on the scene. And then what happens?
I mean, Goku shows up on the scene, Beerus, he either wants to destroy the world or he wants to battle this legendary Super Saiyan God.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants a crack at it.
Yeah.
He wants to see what's up with that. So, I mean, they figure out you know, at first they're like, oh, well, you gotta get 5 Super Saiyans together. They have to be, what, righteous?
Yeah.
That didn't work, though, because you have the 5 Super Saiyans. You've got Goku. You got Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
Trunks. You got Trunks.
Goten.
Yeah. Gohan.
Yeah.
So, they get them all together. That didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's apparently not righteous enough.
Yeah.
You find out that Gohan's wife is pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So they get her in the mix with the unborn child.
Yeah, which is that is the most far-fetched thing of the movie, is that the unborn child gives its energy to Goku, and then he becomes a Super Saiyan God, which pretty much he looks like normal him, just kind of a red tint to him.
Yeah.
And him and Beerus duke it out, and
Reddish tint, pinkish hair.
Yes, and it just kind of, yeah. I mean, they duke it out, and then Beerus...
They duke it out. Feels like Beerus is kind of like training him, getting a feel for him, and Beerus goes back to sleep.
Yeah, and it just kind of ends on kind of a happy note and everything. Yeah. And I mean, like, how do you guys think this movie stands up with the other DBZ movies? Because, you know, as we said earlier, the movies really aren't canon.
Yeah.
And so, but I would put this one in the top 3. I mean, I think that
I'd put it in the top 3. It's one that I'll watch a lot. I don't know, a lot of the movies, especially, I mean, you can get bummed out because, like, movies aren't canon.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, well, I mean, that didn't count, so why do I want to revisit that? Why do I want to go back over it? This is just one that, I don't know, everything pops for me. The art in it. They really, you know, obviously it's been a while since we've had one, so the animation has definitely stepped up its game.
Oh, yeah.
And it just looks fantastic. It looks brilliant. A lot of the scenes, you know... You have all those memories, you know, especially us when we were younger watching Dragon Ball Z and having all these battles. And you have that fresh, new, bright animation now with these new movies where you get to revisit these characters. You get to see, you know, familiar places, but they're a little bit different because they're just fresh.
They used some 3D effects in this movie in some of the fight scenes, and I thought, you know, it looked a lot different than what we were used to in the series.
Yeah. Especially Goku's aura. Like, that was like kind of like fire or whatever, like coming off of him. What I do like about the movies is that there isn't a lot of that repeat animation, you know, where it's just the same 2 frames going back and forth as they punch across the screen. So it is really cool that, like, we get something else that isn't more repeat animation, because I think that does give the movies a lot of rewatchability, is that the fights actually are pretty good. And, I mean, pretty violent and everything, so, I mean, that's a lot of fun, as opposed to the anime where you get lots of that back and forth animation, and they do that for a long time.
Yeah. What would you say is, like, location? Like, what location stands out? Like, when you think of Battle of Gods, like, what scene, where are they at that pops in your head? What's that thought?
I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool when they're on King Kai's planet, for some reason, like, all the angles, because when Goku shoots that command, like, to bring you guys up to speed, King Kai's planet is not very big. I mean, it's maybe the size of maybe 4 or 5 houses stacked on top of each other, but the gravity is insane there, and so that's what you just go there to train, basically. But all those scenes where Goku's shooting his blast and then it goes around the planet, and then, you know, he's blocking and stuff like that, I think that's pretty cool. And, I don't know, the animation's pretty sweet then.
The scene where Goku is about to give up, and him and Beerus have a conversation, and they're right above Earth. They're just out in space, they're just face to face, and you see the Earth just kind of back there. That was a cool.
Yeah, it's. Cool, I mean, it's one of those things where it sounds super simple. You're like, oh, we're just right above Earth. It looks amazing.
Right. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I picked like the weirdest scenes that just stick with me. I like pretty much all the stuff like right after Lord Beerus wakes up, and he's just kind of like starting his day.
Oh, and the stuff's exploding and stuff like that. Yeah, that is really neat.
Yeah, he's got you know,
giant
basically
hourglasses, just
bomb alarm clocks.
that
wake him up, and I just think it's really cool.
Okay, so I think we all can agree that we loved Battle of the Gods, and it was exactly what we needed.
It's one of those things where it seems like a really simple film. Like when you lay it out, Like, it doesn't seem like there'd be that much going on, but it doesn't feel long by any stretch of the imagination, like some of the episodes of the series did. It wasn't drawn out or anything. It's a solid film.
And I was gonna say, what also is fun is just how funny the movie actually is, with like just lots of throwbacks to the show and stuff. But just the character interaction with each other, like I love the scene where Boo calls Vegeta angry when he's when they're talking about who has a righteous heart or whatever, and he's like, he's awful angry, and Vegeta's just like, you're one to talk, like, you're the main villain for the show for, a whole season, so that's good stuff. But I think now we gotta kick it over to Resurrection F.
Yeah.
Because, so, as I said earlier, Frieza he's the big baddie from the first, or I guess from the second season, and then the beginning of the third season, too. Yeah. So, what do you guys think about bringing Frieza back? That's kind of it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's definitely a big deal. I think it's a solid choice if you're going to bring somebody back. It's one of those things where enough time has passed that it doesn't feel like one of those things like, oh, here we're bringing somebody back so soon. You know, we've had that period away from Frieza for a long time now. So I don't know. I always thought Frieza was pretty solid. Actual threat, there's stakes. There's stakes involved. So you're bringing back Frieza, making Frieza more powerful, clearly, because why would you just bring Frieza back and just have it at the same level? I mean,
everybody has, there's been that power creep to the show. Yeah, everybody is so much stronger now at this point.
Well, in the show, Frieza has an army.
Yeah.
But it seems like right at the end of the Namek saga, that was it. When Frieza was gone,
we got kind of like an Imperial.
What happened to the rest of the
army? We got this Empire. They blew up the Death Star, but apparently everybody
just gave up.
Yeah, everyone just disbanded because the Emperor's dead. So you think
in the trailer for Resurrection, they they tell you that there's somewhere out there's a squadron that's like, hey, where's Frieza at?
Yeah.
Let's go find the Dragon Balls and bring him back.
Yeah, we're gonna bring him back.
Right.
Okay. All right. What do you think about bringing Frieza back? Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? Okay.
Yeah. I think of all the villains in the series, he's the one to give it to.
He's the one to give it to?
I think so, yeah.
Really? Okay, I'll give it this. Okay, I think Frieza's neat because, I like the fact that, he's not like us. He's fighting with his feet. He's fighting with his tail. There's a lot of he just has an interesting fighting style with the whole with the rolling and the tail, and it's that fifth appendage where it's just like, oh man, you gotta really keep your guard up if you were fighting him. And I think that that is neat. But everyone always talks about how Dragon Ball Z. It's like, oh, it's the same thing over and over, Seth. Well, no, not really. Frieza's an alien. Cell's an android. Boo's a magical creature. They all are kind of similar as in being really scary threats, and they all can seem to regenerate in one way or another or something like that make them really hard to defeat, but they all are very different things. And I do think it was a good idea to bring Frieza back because he has those resources, being an intergalactic emperor, or whatever you want to call him, supreme ruler.
Well, okay. So you're good with bringing Frieza back.
Yeah.
You seemed a little distraught though that Mark picked Frieza as top villain for the series.
Yeah, I want
to know who your boy is. Who you backing?
You
backing as top villain?
I think I gotta give it to Cell.
You gonna give it to Cell?
I think so. Think about how. At this point in the series, they're fighting this android, this perfect creature. It is made up of all the cells of all of the different Z fighters and even Frieza's inside Cell. Goku is dead at this point. Then Goku's dead at this point. It's up to Goku's son Gohan, who has a bum arm. He's got to defeat Cell, and it's this crazy energy blast battle back and forth for an episode and a half, and it's epic, man. And that's awesome stuff. And I also I think that Akira Toriyama really took a cue from Terminator with the Cell stuff.
Yeah.
With being androids a boy comes back from the future trying to change the future, basically, because of an apocalypse that's caused by androids. So I don't know. I like all that.
I think Frieza's the guy that's got the biggest chip on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
He died.
Yeah.
Well, kind of died. Came back.
Yeah.
and then Trunks beat him fairly quick.
Yeah.
And it
made a
nice.
joke.
Yeah, kind of cheapened him a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to
But what
bring
a
it
sweet
back.
death.
Oh, man.
I was gonna say how Frieza actually in the series bites the big one is Trunks shoots an energy blast at him, Frieza jumps up, then looks up, and Trunks just cuts down and just hacks him in half. Then just chops him up into itty bitty little pieces and just burns him away. And it's just like, oh my gosh. And that happens in the span of maybe 20, 25 seconds, 30 seconds, and you're just like, that was the Goku fought this guy for 27 episodes, and this kid just came in and just there's nothing left of him.
He's the one that had the biggest grudge against the whole species of people.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
saying, so it's like, he's back.
I was gonna say he caused mass genocide,
Right.
to try to get rid of these people.
Yeah.
So yeah, but so you guys think that? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'll give it to Frieza's cool, but I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping that we get some cool Frieza moments. That's because like I just get bad memories of the oh you're beating me up, but I'm only at 70% of my power. Now I'm gonna power up a little bit more. Oh, I'm at 90% of my power.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I mean that's just frustrating, and that's one of the things that I don't really care about is that Frieza just he's so full of himself, and it's just like, oh yeah, you think you're beating me up, but I can. Look, I can crank it up even more. I'm up to 11 now. What you going to do?
So you're not gonna give your vote to Garlic Jr.?
No, not at all. I do like Dead Zone though. That is a good flick.
So if Resurrection F comes after Battle of Gods, who do you want to see back?
If I actually wanted,
yeah, who do you want to see in Resurrection F? Now, other than Frieza and Goku, obviously.
Oh yeah, well, okay. So at the end, at the end of Battle of the Gods, Beerus is talking about a Super Saiyan God and everything, and then you see this image, the silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like Goku. It looks like Vegeta, or maybe it looks like Vegito, which is the fusion between the two of them. So I'm thinking that maybe we might get to see Vegeta I want to see Vegeta as a Super Saiyan God.
Yeah.
Or I would like to see them fuse or something like that. That would be kind of neat to try to, Beerus says that through both of them, he thinks that maybe he'll find a worthy adversary. So I'm hoping that maybe that would be kind of cool if they fuse and then become like, both like combine their god powers or something like that. So, but yes, I want to see return of everybody. I mean, I want to see I want to see my boys. I mean, I call them Earth Special Forces. The Goku and his buddies, defending the Earth from things, and we haven't really seen much of that. We see them when they first fight Vegeta. But Vegeta kind of, him and Nappa kind of just walk through everybody.
Right.
And then in a couple of the movies we've seen.
So let's break down what we know about Resurrection F. Let's really get into it. Okay. So we know Frieza's coming back.
Yeah. Is he going to be back in pieces? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Is he going to be wished back into pieces? Are they going to have to reassemble him?
He's got a bag of Frieza?
Yeah, that's or maybe like a trash can of Frieza or something that. Yeah, that's weird to me.
I feel like you gotta like put that on ice or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, exactly. You gotta boo boo.
Reassemble.
Yes, something like that. So
right.
Frieza's back.
Frieza's back.
He's got an army.
Yes. What we got? We know from the trailer we saw Lord Beerus.
Yes. And Whis.
They're both back. How do you feel about that? You like that they're coming back so soon?
Yeah, they're cool characters. I was gonna say, I feel like that they're here to stay. I mean, that's just how it's gonna be.
They're gonna be a part of it from now on?
Yes, they're part of the group.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
Yeah.
Well, in Battle of Gods, Beerus makes reference to Frieza.
Mm-hmm.
And how didn't he say that he had told Frieza to destroy Vegeta?
I was gonna say he kind of alluded to the fact that he was like, I told him to just get rid of all that.
So I take care of it.
I'd like to know if Beerus and Frieza will have any kind of interaction in this movie.
Yeah.
Is anything going to come from, what happened before?
Yeah. I wonder if Frieza's gotten as strong, because we know that Frieza has some sort of new power, because that wouldn't make any sense for him to come back and then just be at the same strength or whatever. Yeah.
We know we got Golden Frieza coming.
Yeah, which is some sort of new form, which I'm a little disappointed in. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but at the same time, I wanted something that looks closer to when Frieza's brother transformed. He looked kind of like Shredder from Ninja Turtles. Like he got like a mouthpiece, and his head became, he looked like Super Shredder.
Yeah, Super Shredder, Secret of the Ooze.
Yes, from Ninja Turtles too. So I mean, he became huge and everything. I would have liked a transformation.
So you want a Vanilla Ice song, and then you want Frieza to transform into Super Shredder.
Yes,
that's what I'm getting.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I knew
that's exactly what I want. Okay, but yes, we have Golden Frieza that is somehow stronger. And,
now with Battle of the Gods, we went to a new level. We did Super Saiyan God.
Yes.
Now they're amping it up another level?
Yes.
What was that called?
Apparently, they're calling it Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Yes.
Well, I would like to know, in Battle of Gods, Goku gets the red hair, right?
Yeah.
So if they get blue hair, and they're Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, is what he had before just a boost of power, or was that an actual transformation? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of like what the Kaioken was before Super Saiyan.
Yeah. I think it's just a whole new state of being. I think that like once you've reached it, because like what they say is like once you achieve that, your body kind of absorbs that, and then you just kind of stay in that form, sort of. So I think it's just a whole new level of enlightenment, if you will, I guess, for your body. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about all the blue hair and everything.
All the blue hair?
It looks cool though.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I just don't want this to be. A lot of the movies tend to just be like, all of a sudden, oh no, this is really bad. Goku's got to save us, and that's just about it. I really want to see. I want to see other people doing stuff.
Don't want to be waiting on Goku anymore.
No.
Want somebody to take charge.
Exactly. I want to see Vegeta take the reins, or Piccolo take the reins.
Goku's over here. He's whatever. He's occupied. He's gotten knocked out again.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take care of this.
Yes. That's kind of what I want to see with this movie.
We're going to band together. We're going to do this shit.
Yeah. That is exactly what I want.
They've got a whole army to fight.
Yeah, which is cool. I was going to say, I will take legions of scrubs, because really you haven't seen that in Dragon Ball Z very much. True. We haven't gotten like an Ultron effect or an Avengers effect, if you will, where it's just like lots of fighting the exact same guy. That's not really a thing with Dragon Ball Z. I mean, you get like your minions, but there's like 4 of them, but they all look different basically. So I am looking forward to the Z Warriors just beating the snot out of everything. Or at least I hope. That would make me sad if just the army just trashes all my boys.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
Are you guys happy that Akira Toriyama's back?
Yeah,
he's doing his thing.
Yeah,
he's writing his books, because now apparently they're with the new series has started a new book too. So we got a book, we got a show. This unfortunately has now just slipped off to being more non-canon stuff. Yeah,
which is upsetting.
Yeah,
but it's still worth something to me.
Yeah.
Like, it retains its value.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Okay.
I don't know. It's kind of like when they got rid of the Star Wars universe. Yeah. Like, all the expanded stuff. Mm-hmm. I still love it. I don't care. Okay. And I'm gonna lock the door, I'm gonna stay in my room, I'm gonna pretend it's part of it.
Yeah. I got you. Well, I was gonna say, I mean, there's plenty of room still left in the Star Wars universe. I mean, it's a big place.
I know.
Those things could, I feel like all the stories have room somewhere. So that's why I think that these kind of have some sort of realm, if you will, because I think that Beerus talks about how there's like 7 different universes. Maybe the movies fit somewhere in one of those 7 universes, and maybe that's where you get. There's something we didn't really talk about. We didn't talk about Dragon Ball GT at all.
This episode. Don't need to.
Yeah. So if you're a first time like Dragon Ball, you're listening to this and you really still don't have any idea what the hell we've been talking about.
Go ahead and give them a warning.
Yes.
Like they're at a store, they see it, and they're like, whoa, they talked about Dragon Ball. They talked about Dragon Ball Z. What the hell is this Dragon Ball GT shit?
So this Akira Toriyama's assistant thought it would be a good idea when Z finished that he was going to continue on with the story. And he tried to take the themes from Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and try to mash it together in about 55 more episodes. Yeah. And let me tell you, kids, it's something else, and it's a little bit of a train wreck.
I'm gonna go a little farther than it's something else.
Yeah?
It's garbage.
It's garbage.
I hate it.
It's garbage, huh?
Just toss it in the... I'm done with it.
Yeah?
No.
Have you actually watched all of it?
Have I watched all of it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't finish it.
How about you?
I watched a decent chunk of it.
Only parts of it.
Only parts of
Yeah.
it? See, I can honestly say I have not watched hardly any of it.
Hardly any of it?
Hardly any of it.
So I've probably seen the most?
Probably, I don't know.
Garbage.
Garbage. Alright, I was gonna say, you see Vegeta, he's got like this weird, like, midlife crisis thing where he's shaving his mustache and stuff like that. It's just, I don't need to see that.
Battle of Gods corrected that.
Well, that's what we're hoping. I'm hoping that maybe that, I think that's, Akira Toriyama's like, yeah, that's bullcrap, I'm retconning this right now. So, word to the wise, stay away from Dragon Ball GT, which GT stands for Grand Tour. Yeah.
Giant turd.
Yes, just a big old turd on the franchise. But I think Akira Toriyama, which, again, it's sad. I don't know why he just gives the reins away. He's just like, I don't care, do what you want with it.
Go ahead and give it a shot. You want to do it? Oh, okay. Oh, I saw you do your shot. That was terrible.
Yeah, that was
I'm
garbage.
going to come back and do something
I'm
else.
really happy that he's back in the picture. He's writing stuff. He's got his hand heavy in everything that's happening in Dragon Ball Z, and I'm happy because, it's got, he's given the love that it deserves. I don't think that we didn't really discuss, like, why this is special to us.
You want to talk about that? Let's give it a minute.
I was going to say, I just kind of wanted to, I feel like that's, I don't know. It's a big deal. Do you want me to start things off?
Yeah, crank it out.
I don't know. I was going to say, in Dragon Ball Z all started, 5th grade. Like, I just was kind of like, hey, what's this? And my friend Tim, he was just like, oh, this is the show that I watch. And it just fell in love right then and there. And I have fond memories of watching the Toonami Midnight Run on Cartoon Network, taping it, and then talking about it the next day with all my friends before school started, and then getting to watch the episode and stuff like that. How about you?
Can we all agree that it all started with Toonami?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, because there are a couple different dubs of Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
It was like there was the Ocean dub that only went through. It only aired on TV for just a little while, and then Funimation got the rights to it, and then that's the version that we all see basically.
Yeah.
But yes, I was gonna say. By when I started, it was it was that around the Androids time.
Yeah, well, I caught it. Mm-hmm. I think I was in high school on Toonami after school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was...
It's kind of like one of those things. Like,
oh, yeah.
It just appeals to young men.
That was the show that I could escape everything else,
Mm-hmm.
and it kept me thoroughly entertained, and it was one of those things where I was told that it was just going to be another thing for Mark to get into for about a month, and then he'll go on to the next thing.
And you're like, no, Mom! This is real to me!
Right, exactly, and it's still going today.
No,
so.
And it impacted your life in like a super positive way.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that you're the type of guy that likes to stay pretty healthy, and I just feel like you're at the gym and you're just like thinking about that training.
You're just like, yeah, that's right, training at 1,000 times Earth's gravity. Yeah, what now? This isn't my final form.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's one of the cool things about Dragon Ball Z is I think that it has a positive outlook on life where it's like, hey, I have this goal, I can achieve this goal, I can do this. It's just keep pushing forward and always trying to, achieve what you want, be the best you can be. I don't know. How about you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have to talk to.
Oh, me and Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Oh, flipping through channels.
Yeah.
Watching through channels. I was watching Sliders, and then I was like, "Oh, that's enough from Jerry O'Connell today. What else we got on?"
Yeah.
No, I stumbled across it, and I don't remember what season was actually airing here when I first saw it, but I know that it was, and that's probably why I like Frieza so much, because the first one that I saw had Frieza in it.
Yeah. See, I was going to say the first one I saw had Cell in it, so maybe that's where I got the whole hard-on for him, I guess. I don't know.
I started right at the Android saga.
Yeah?
Yeah. with 20 and 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
showing up Terminator 2 style, where it's just Judgment Day's happening right then and there. Yeah, and they're just torching cities and stuff like that.
It was really serious, and I was like, what? They're flying through mountains and like shooting beams and stuff. I was like, I have to keep watching this.
I gotta check this out. But and I wanted to talk about this, guys, because as you can see, it's important to all of us, and I think that there are a lot of positives from the show. I get it; it's dorky. I get it that there anything good that we could say about it. A lot of people can you can come back with lots of like, it's just a lot of guys screaming for a half an hour.
With the scream and a bunch of close-ups of faces, all intense. We're getting there.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a lot of double images back and forth. It's lazy animation, Seth. It's just, yes, but you can nitpick anything, you know.
Oh, I can.
Yes, especially this man. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are looking for any kind of like. Looking into getting into this, read the manga. I mean, it's only 26 issues or so. I mean, like, they're not very thick. That's a very streamlined version of the show or of the story. If you want to watch them more in depth, watch Z. I mean, it's I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it's long, 290 some episodes, and then they even came out with a streamlined version of the show called Dragon Ball Z Kai, which. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? I mean, like, they redid some of the animation. They went back and redid the voice work and stuff like that. Yeah. Didn't care for it?
Not really.
See, and I was going to say, I don't think you... It's good when you're trying to show it to somebody, when you're like, all right, we just need to hit the high points, and that's it. But I feel like if you really want to get into the meat and potatoes, just suffer through it.
It's just one of those things, like anything that you start cutting out, you know, like when you watch like syndicated comedies and you're getting ready for that joke and then it never happens. Yeah. It's kind of like that for me, where it's just like, oh, this is, and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah. Have you watched any Dragon Ball Kai?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and you like it better?
They're missing an entire arc.
Oh, they're missing
the Saga.
Oh, they're missing huge things of it. Yeah,
and the updated animation they inserted in it does not look very good. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
It does, because they go in and they try to like fix some of the stuff that they're trying to fix some of that repeat animation and stuff like that. Right. But yeah, no, I agree. I don't know, but yes. So in our expert opinion. Suffer through the show. Yeah. Just watch it.
Just watch the whole thing.
Just watch the whole thing. Don't do this. Don't do this GT. Don't do any Kai. Read the manga too, because I think that this is good stuff. But anyway, I think we've talked enough about this. I mean, like, all right. I don't know. I'm pumped for Resurrection F. That's next week, boys. Yep. I'm ready to see Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Going on Tuesday.
Yes, I'll be there.
Yeah, and. When it's special events showing like this, if it's something that you're really into, you want to get into, I mean, keep the special events going. Actually go out and support it in the theater.
Yes, and which, I don't know, I'm gonna try and see it twice. I don't know if it's as sweet as everyone says it is, because I've done a really good job of trying not to watch anything for this. Right. And everyone is saying that, like, this is super, super cool. One last thing. Who's in Resurrection F? There's a guy.
Oh, is there? Yeah. It's Jacko, the Galactic Patrolman.
Yeah.
All right, who is that?
He starred in another manga by Akira Toriyama about an alien that's wrecked his spaceship on Earth. Yeah. And he ties into Dragon Ball. Yeah.
When Goku wrecked on Earth.
Yep. He passes Goku's spaceship before he crashes on Earth. And there's a few Dragon Ball twists in that story that link it to. So, but Jacko is in this movie. As to what role he plays or why he's there,
not really sure.
Can't wait to find out.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Outside of the manga's debut.
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, and I heard some cool. Like, I heard he gets to throw down with the Z Fighters, which is pretty cool. Like, he's gonna be fighting alongside them. So yeah. But anyway,
right on. All right, we got it covered.
I think we got it.
Yes.
All right, guys. All right. Where can they find you?
I am on Twitter.
They want to talk to you.
I am on Twitter, @LairdGeek, LAIRD, geek, all one word. I post a bunch on the Adventures Facebook page.
I'm on Twitter, @MarkMarquis, and I post often on the Videoland Facebook page.
Well, once every week or so.
Now, come on now. And,
quality posts though.
No, he does
He's
do
not
quality
posting
posts.
junk.
I
He's
tried.
not putting bestiality.
Yeah, he's not putting bestiality.
Yeah,
porn on
exactly.
there. He's not bringing that to the table.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Find me on Instagram, Lost Toy Box. I'll talk to you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Videoland. So. All right, guys. You pumped? You excited?
Of course we're
Excited.
pumped. And like in another week, we're gonna give our review on Resurrection F, in which I'm already pumped.
All right.
Rock and roll, man.
You want to talk it out? You want to redeem yourself?
Of what?
Boy, don't play with me.
What about how I'm like?
Don't play with me, boy.
What about?
Just talk it out. We're talking this over afterwards.
Okay.
All right, guys. You know, till next time.
Yes.
Let's get together.
Yeah.
Let's talk some movies.
Exactly.
So there's this really small elderly woman that comes into the shop a lot, and she's always in there.
Oh, you tickle my pussy, Aaron.
No, she's always in there scooting around, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be bad today, and I'm gonna get some of those almond joys." But she called up, and she's like, I'm sorry, hon. I don't know what to do because I gotta come in and return this movie because I can't do anything with it because I got it. I can't give it to my grandkids though because they get on there and they just start cursing up a storm and then they get naked and transform. I don't know what's happening. Just they're naked every time they transform.
Sailor Moon.
And
Is that?
I'm on the phone with her. I'm trying to figure out what she has, and
Yeah.
she comes back in. She's like, "Yeah," and it's some really obscure anime. Cause we have our anime section right across the aisle from the kids section.
Oh, so she's.
And so we're like, okay, well, you got to go over there to the kids section. Don't get anything from this. She keeps coming back up to the register with anime. I'm like, no, this.
You can't touch that.
That's
no
anime
touch.
right there in a nutshell.
No
Yeah.
touch.
Just people transforming and they're naked.
Lots of
Just cursing and
lots
naked
of
and
boobs.
transforming.
A lot of rape.
tentacle bento.
Flying tentacle rape.
boys.
Tentacle porn's a big part of it, boys.
Exactly. I was gonna say, whatever happens, don't let me whip my dick out.
Hey.